Hi, my name is Gordy. I'm gonna zoom in.
Am I still in the frame?
I'm gonna zoom in. And today I'm going to be making borscht. Borscht is a classic Eastern European food. I learned how to make borscht when I was a Mormon missionary in Russia. The way I make it is the way that I was taught by my Russian companion who is from Siberia. Borscht is a very hearty meal. It's made with a lot of root and winter vegetables. I've had a lot of different variations of borscht, some with peppers, some with beans, most of them vegetarian. The kind that I always make and that I was taught to make is with chicken. So I always put chicken in my borscht, which makes it even more hearty and delicious. It's a great thing to eat, especially during winter time. I hope you'll enjoy this recipe. I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't know why borscht is spelled with a T in English, because in Russian there's no T sound in it at all. It's just B-O-R-sh. So, borscht. The main ingredients in borscht are cabbage, potatoes, carrots, and of course, beets. I love beets. Beets are the main flavor of the borscht. But to get started, we are gonna make a stock. If you have like a vegetable stock, a beef stock, chicken stock, that's what I'm using. You can add that to 6 cups of water. All right. At the same time, you're gonna add your bay leaves. And then the last thing that we gotta throw in is, of course, the cabbage. My cabbage is just a coleslaw mix. So, there we go. And that'll boil in there for about 20 minutes. And in the meantime, we are going to chop up our vegetables. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put on my apron. I really believe in aprons because one time I was just cooking something, I don't remember what, but I was shirtless and I could feel everything splattering onto my chest. And I was like, this isn't even bacon. It's just like, I don't know, eggs or something. Who knows what's splashing onto your body when you're cooking? Okay, what's next? We're gonna peel and saute the onions, carrots, and beets. I really like beets because they have a natural earthy sweet flavor. As you're sauteing both the carrots and the beets, is gonna make it sweeter than it would be otherwise. So we're gonna peel and saute our carrots and beets. I'm also gonna cut up the tomato because the tomato will also have some sweetness in it when it's been sauteed. Do I have a veggie peeler? I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Let's go. You know what's wild to me? The US is like the only country that actually uses vegetable peelers. Every other country, whenever I've asked for a veggie peeler, they've handed me a paring knife. I don't have that skill, are you kidding me? Wild. So we have all of our beautiful beets peeled, our carrots peeled as well. And now we're just gonna cut up the onions, and then we will be ready to start sauteing these bad boys. It already smells very delicious. You're gonna like it. I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna eat it. All right, you can use olive oil. You can use any kind of oil. You could use butter even. I'm going to use avocado oil because that is what I have. Okay. I'm also gonna throw this tomato in because I have it in the fridge and I don't want it to go bad. And this green onion for the same reason. They won't alter the flavor dramatically, but they will also survive and thrive in this soup as opposed to just hanging out and languishing in my fridge. Where even is my microphone? So I'm gonna saute, oh gosh, forgot about the most. So this is why making borscht is kind of annoying. You can just dice the vegetables, but the way I was taught to do it was to actually grate all of them and then fry them. So that's a lot of work. I made it 1 carrot in, and I'm giving up. I'm just going to cut the rest of this into like long, whatever you would call that. Okay, so we're gonna saute the carrots with the onions first. Perfect. We're gonna saute these guys for about, what does it say? 5 minutes. Now we gotta grate the beets. If you wanna be lazy, like me, you can grate like half of it and then just chop the rest. Grating it is definitely gonna bring out more flavor, and it's also gonna dye your hands, which is pretty fun. So I'm going to chop the rest of these beets. All right, there we go. And that should be our beets ready. Oh my gosh. Now we're gonna add the beets to the mix. Whatever. Great. A little bit of oil. And now this will saute for about 3 minutes. And at the end of that, it'll be ready to add to the pot. Well, that's all sauteing together. We're gonna take the chicken and cut that up. I have 3 chicken thighs right here, and we're doing thighs because that's just what I had in the fridge. Cooking the chicken at a simmer is gonna make it more tender than if we threw it in there while it was boiling. Everything will be thoroughly cooked by the time we're all done. Borscht can be vegetarian if you want, so you don't have to put the chicken in there. You can also make You can also make borscht with beef if you want. Let's make sure that the main camera here is still actually filming. Was it even filming in the first place? Who knows? Who knows? Are you still filming? I think after 20 minutes there might be an automatic shut off, which is valid and good. We're gonna throw this stuff into our simmering pot. Nice. All right, that's a decent amount of chicken. Okay, so at this point, everything is all together. Let me show you. Check that out. We have our tomatoes, we have the tomatoes, the carrots, the beets, we have the onions, the carrots, the beets, and the tomatoes. We have the tomato, we have the onions, the carrots, the beets, and the tomatoes. Our tomatoes, all sauteing in here. And we're going to add this into our pot of simmering chicken broth. Nice. Oh, that smells so good. It smells kind of sweet, it smells earthy, it smells very fresh. I turned up the heat a bit, and this is all gonna boil together for about 20 minutes. You can see that there's kind of an oily sheen on top because of all the oil. While that's starting to boil together, let's add the potatoes. How could a paring knife beat this? Oh my gosh. We're gonna throw these potatoes in. Let's get a shot of it. That's the whole reason we're filming. Oh, that's the whole reason we're making this in the first place. Great. At this time, we're also gonna add just this little cup of tomatoes here. Awesome. Okay, what else? And we're just gonna throw in 2 teaspoons of salt. The half teaspoon? Oh, the full teaspoon must be in the dishwasher. Wow. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Look how red it is. Just from those 2 beets, it turned this whole pot red. All the potatoes are turning pink, and it just smells so beety. This is a little too much fat. I'm gonna scoop off the foamy orange part from the top and throw it in my tea rash can. Now we're going to grate some garlic because I feel like grating garlic is easier than chopping it. We're gonna grate 3 heads of garlic, and that'll be that.
"20 minutes later."
This is looking perfect. Let's see how it tastes. That's tasting really good. Now, I'm gonna turn off the heat. I'm gonna take this garlic that I've grated. Great. Gonna squeeze this lemon in there. And the last thing that we're adding is just a little bit of black pepper. That is good. That's so good. Oh my gosh. I made it perfect. It's looking good. It's tasting good. We're gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes and then it will be ready.
11 minutes later.
Russians eat literally everything with sour cream. You have to put a really healthy dollop of sour cream on your borscht and mix it in there, and you are ready to eat. There's so many different textures. There's cabbage, potatoes, beets, carrots. It's a little bit sweet. It's kind of earthy. It's very filling. Let the bread soak up the broth as the butter melts slightly. This is so good. It's definitely something you want to make this winter. It will dye your poop red. It is just so good. All right, thanks for cooking with me. Thanks for eating with me. Thanks for looking at me. And I'll see you whatever we make next time. Ba 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 ba.